Good grades, good GPA. I'm so happy. I have one more class to put their grade in, but I'm sure I passed that class. So I have above a 3.0, which has actually been kind of hard for me. I've been getting like 2.8s, 2.9s. I got a 3.0 once. So having a 3.3 is actually really good. So I just really need TCS to pull through here. I am just a little frustrated right now. I'm trying to be positive about it, but it's just really hard just because so much depended on it. I just got an email and I was rejected from the job that I was trying to apply for here in Davis. And I'm sorry, I am just really upset about this. Not because, I don't know, it's just I went to 3 interviews for these guys. I was very articulate, I was very hands-on, I told them everything, and they seemed to be very, well, they seemed to really like what I had to offer, and I asked them specifically in the interview if experience was going to be an issue, because I don't have any leasing experience because I've been in college. I haven't had a chance to have a job. And they're looking for someone with more experience. That's what they said. So they basically rejected me, which is unfortunate, because I'm like, look, it's not that hard to learn any of this stuff. I've been a student. I've been a resident here. I have very well established connections that would help me in this position. It wouldn't take me very long. And what frustrates me about this is it shows me what's wrong with the job market today. Everyone wants like a ridiculous amount of experience. Everyone sets up these huge sets of qualifications that are almost unattainable by someone like me. How am I supposed to start out in life not working at like a minimum wage job that requires no experience if I'm not given a chance? These guys seem to be really nice, and I mean, I'm not necessarily mad at the company. I'm just mad at like how the whole job market's set up basically. It's just not fair in some cases for someone like me to try to get a job and not have experience when I don't even have an opportunity to get it. I mean, I can't do unpaid internships my whole life to gain experience. I can't work at jobs that aren't going to be providing experience required. I had customer service experience. I have experience needed to do this job well. I just didn't have specific management experience, which I find extremely, I mean, it's reasonable for someone to want to have an employee that has all of these qualifications, but at the same time, I don't know why they made me go through 3 interviews, and it just kind of, it just upsets me just a little bit to know that it just, when I specifically asked if experience was going to be an issue, and they seemed to make it seem like it was more about work ethic and trying to apply yourself to the position as opposed to have experience. So I'm a little flustered right now, and it's just a lot to try to take in, and I'm going to try to be positive about this. I'm going to be looking for other work. Hopefully something else comes up, but it's just extremely disappointing for me. I was this close to having everything lined up and everything work out for me this summer. And now I'm in a position where I have a couple weeks to move. And now if I don't find a job by then, I might have to spend money living in a place that's not going to get me anywhere career-wise. So I'm probably not going to be able to stay in Davis. So there's just a lot on the line right now, and I was really depending on this job. And so I think that's even more why I am just so frustrated right now, because I'm trying really hard. I've applied to over 70 jobs. I've done all these things, and it doesn't seem to get me anywhere. I have a bachelor's degree now, and I'm hoping that opens some doors, but right now it just seems like I'm hitting a bunch of roadblocks. And the only thing I can really do is try to stay positive and hope that somebody gives me a chance. Somebody like actually will take the time for me to just work out and train just a little bit and do the best at whatever I am applying myself to. So here's to finding a new job. Here's to finding someone who is going to give me that chance. And I definitely appreciate you guys listening to this rant. I definitely appreciate you guys following me throughout all of this. And I'm really hoping to find a nice job. But right now it just seems that I was just one step a little too far away from this one. So we're going to have to keep looking. Well, regardless of my situation, I still need to go and look at some housing. I have an appointment in about half an hour to look at a room. And it is month to month, so even if I don't have a job, I at least would have a place to stay for a couple months until I can kind of figure out where I'm supposed to go. So apparently this place is only like 12 minutes from me walking. At least that's what Google Maps says. I looked online and it doesn't seem to be too far, but depending on what route I decide to take, it might take a couple minutes longer. So I figured leaving about half an hour early would give me enough time to get there and make sure I'm at the right place. Well, it took me a year when I finally got around to finding the bike tunnel. Hey, so I just got done talking to the people that are renting a room here, and they seem like a really friendly set. Like, they actually were really laid back. I didn't have any issues with them, talking to them, trying to get any information about the place. They're trying to find someone in the next few weeks, and the only reason I'm a little reluctant is because I don't know if I'm going to even be able to stay in Davis based off my job situation. So that's like my main thing right now. So I definitely need you guys to like say a prayer for me, or cross your fingers if you don't pray or anything like that. Whatever you do for good luck, go ahead and just give me some type of blessing, because I really need it right now. I really need to get this straightened out, and when there's a will, there's a way. So something's gonna come along. I just hope it's sooner than later. So I'm filling out some new job applications, and one of the assessments I'm doing, I swear, it is so obvious what they're trying to do, because most job screenings, what they'll do is they'll set you up with questions to see if you're going to contradict yourself in like what you are. Like if you say you're a fast worker, and then you go and say you're a steady worker, they want to associate steady with slow, so they want to see for stuff like that. But like I have one where I've literally answered like the same question like 2 or 3 times, and it's like 12 pages worth of assessment questions that really could only be 1 or 2 pages. So that's one of the things about applying for work that's so frustrating. Oh my god. I swear, I am going to be glad when I finally have a job. I don't have to do this anymore.